Hello, welcome back on EastMidsVag. So hello again. So let me introduce you first of our project. As you can see, it's a VW Vento, same as Mark III Golf, but the saloon. And a bit of a history of that car. I got it for about 10 or 11 years. Start as a dirty, rusty, standard TDI with a normal grille. I don't know, phase 3 or whatever that was. And yeah, I got it for like very cheap. I'm not gonna say you price now. I'll tell you a price if someone will be interested later on. I'll count it all. I'll be like a last video of it, count all the prices and everything, so you could know how much it costs to do it that condition. And it is about 10 years, as I said, so literally after first year I just decided to do something special with the first car. That's my first UK car, to be fair. Got a few Europeans before, like Mark 316 Valve ABF one, and a few more, a few Polos and things like that. Nothing really special. I mean, they'd be nice, bit of a do things and stuff around it, but not really a special one. So bought that one and I fell in love. So decided to go do something dodgy with it, get it out of a TDI. So I just take an engine out, engine conversion. But to be fair, I'm gonna start from a start of a build. So literally, first of a thing, I bought the coilovers, start to lubricate a bit, change the brakes and stuff. All the subframes, control arms been removed to TDI ones, steel 4/100, and then I start to do coilovers. Then I start to do wheels. I just decided, yeah, it'll be TDI forever, so I'm not gonna do anything with the engines because I haven't got garage and stuff. Just bought a house with a small garage on the side of it, so start to do everything like many of you in UK. You know how it's hard to get a garage in here or something like that. So yeah, it's been like a street build. So just the coilovers, lower it down, some nice new wheels. But then I decided the wheels are more expensive than the whole car is. So I start to Google everything, and I got a friend out of Europe which really helped me out with it too much. I'll name him later on. I just need to spoke to him first. I'm not sure if I can do. He's a very top secret man, and he's the top head lad for VW old engines. He's got many Mark IIs and stuff. So I called him and he just offered me a bigger help. So I sent him a car. Literally, I drove the car to Europe, leave it there for half a year. And in a half a year time, it's been fully rewelded, all been stripped to bare. I mean, not interior things, because I was thinking about to do something later on with the floor. But I just decided to go, you know how the Ventos are in the UK, you can't really find a nice one. Always rear arches, and I put big wheels on it, like a 9Gs or 10Js or whatever they be. So they're rubbing arches on the back. Front wings completely dead, bottoms rusty, and also floor panels hasn't been very good. So seals been fully rewelded, arches been rewelded, and then literally every single part of a car's been rotten. You know, the rear boots, they normally come rotten on every single Vento. All these seal seams on the underneath the rear light. Bonnet's been dirty, lucky peel on the whole car. So the guy just offered me he'll do so welding art, and then they do full respray. So I went to full respray. After half a year I came back on the TDI with a full respray. It's been a very nice car, and I started to love it too much. And then I started to drive it as a TDI, and it's been very annoying because it's very slow. It's been a very nice car, representative perfectly, but engine wise, if you start a TDI engine, he had about 250k miles when I got it back from Europe, and I drove it for another 10 grand or something miles. Been in many places in the UK on it. Start to pick up a part for like a, you know, rear boot and all these things, like a USA one. And yeah, I just decided to go. I just started to go. Think about go petrol on a first. TDI has been always annoying to me. To be fair, if you drive it as a daily car to work and back, I'm not really bothered. But as long as too much money went on respray and rewelding, I just started to think about, oh yeah, it must be somewhere more interesting. And I see a few Ventos them days, for VR6 Ventos for sale for like $4 grand. I was like, bloody hell, that's too much money for me. But I'll try to do myself a VR. So contacted DVLA, sold all the engine swap invoices and everything, and then I sent it to DVLA, and they said, yeah, you can do a diesel to petrol swap and all these things. I've been in contact with them for like half a year because I'm not a UK guy, so I don't know how it works, and all these things have been quite new to me. So I registered as a VR6, literally used a donor car for it, Mark III VR6 from '97, fully stripped it, stripped the engine, not really to the bare. I can't really say I rebuild an engine because my engine's been just a refurbish, all new gaskets, all new seals. I even didn't touch the timing, which has been the fail for future. Well, I'm gonna say it in a minute, but yeah, I swapped the whole conversion on it. So VR6, highline leathers, heated seats, USA steering wheels, USA boot, the rear spoiler, and phase 1 grille. It's been a quite costly things them days. Today, yeah, I can tell they are more rare than any before, but yeah, I just realised to sort it all out. Big thanks to my wife with that, because she's been very tolerated to me. Build a car on the driveway literally from a bare shell. After full respray, I just take all the subframes, everything goes out, and then you rebuild it with a VR6 subframes from rear, ABS fitted, and all these airbags and all this. It's been like a highlight VR6 Vento on the end of the day, Climatronic on it and all these things. It took about a half a year with all the powder coating things and stuff. I got daily work, so not really too much time to do it, but yeah, evening by evening I start to build on it, and I start to do it, and then in a half year it start to do as a Vento. We have an issue with the ECU because I'll try to do it the dodgy way. Didn't know anyone who can do like a solder immobilizer issue on a VR6, so try to put it all together and try to start it with like a cables underneath the dash and all these things. And it's been driven for like half a year as a VR6, engine representative nice, but still a few issues, hard to start it, that immobilizer issue come on and off so often. And then on the end of the day, I think that timing has been an issue why the engine started to be a bit lumpy, and on a high revs it just started misfiring. So I decided, alright, I need to have a look on a VR6 quite more deeper, and other friend of mine just bought a 24 valve, and that was the first inspiration for first signal. I need to go quite higher than a 12 valve. I'm not saying they're bad, but if you start to count it, for a 12 valve and a 24 valve, you got 30 more horsepower, or 35 or whatever that is, and basically a rebuild of an engine is the same quantity of money. So I just decided to go 24 valve VR6, bought the Mark IV V6 4Motion, strip an engine out of it. It's been a very nice AQP engine. Dream came true, start to rebuild it, and then it's been a days where the people start to strip R32s. And when I started to think about it, I said, alright, okay, I need to sit down, Google some things, and I need a better idea than just go 24 valve, because it's a quite simple swap. A few people just done a engine looms. That was the first time I contacted a guy who is a very good lad of mine, and he started to do like custom 1.8 turbo conversions, R32 conversions, and started spoke to him as well, and he just said, yeah, do it the highest way you want, because otherwise you'll spend the money 3, 4, 5 times if you just upgrade it one by one, like a 12 valve to 24 valve, and then you go 24 valve to R32. Every single engine need to be rebuilt, and then it still won't be too much. So yeah, so I bought a Mark 5 R32 Golf, sent an engine for full rebuild. Some of it I done it myself, some of it's been done by a machine shop. You can't really do it in your garage. I mean, we're in a garage now, but it's not really a garage. It's just somewhere you won't be laying on the floor with a, you know, rain on your back or something like that. So it's quite better, but it's not a perfect garage. So we are just a hobby ones. So all the build been done. I'm gonna say it's been done alright, just for conditions we've got. And then yeah, after I decided to go higher, so I strip it again, strip everything out, took an engine out, sold an engine, and then bought the 24 valve. And then I bought, after spoke to guy, I bought R32 because I said you can't go higher than R32 with a Mark III. Before you start to say any, I'm not gonna turbo it. I don't like 1.8 turbo. Sorry about to tell that. Everybody can like it, but not me. I'm a guy who know the only engines how they started. They were always aspirated petrol engines, whatever they are. 2 litre 8 valve in a Mark III is like a bulletproof engine. You can't really kill it if you're not dodgy with it. So I mean, all these Mark III engines are quite cool. They driving for like 30 years and not many of them got issues like a newish shape engines. But yeah, I got the Mark 5 R32, rear end damage, strip an engine out of it, send it for rebuild, sort the block out, all the compression's been tested and all these things, and R32 still here. But at the end of the day, I found another friend who's got Passat, and Bacarado on the side, that's his project. But yeah, he's got a Passat R36. I mean, it's not R36, it's a CC 3.6, but VW engine, which is literally same as an R32, is a 300 horsepower, if I'm alright, if I Google it alright. And basically, he just talked to me about stripping his Passat. And I was wondering, right, if I want to go like the highest place I can do, and still keep a VR, so the highest I can go by following a VR is R36. So he couldn't tell me too much. As long as he said he need to strip a Passat, I straight went to idea to Google how much I'll need to do, what need to be included to sort an R36 into the Mark III. And I found a few guys in America. I know in America is a pretty much normal, but not too many R36 in here in the UK. A few, but I mean really few. It's a hard to get an engine, and these guys been that crazy. He bought another Passat R36. I mean, another Passat CC 3.6, not an R36. But I mean, engine same. So he just decided to strip one. So I've been alright, no problem. How much you want? No problem. And then R36 or 3.6 is here. So I'm gonna do full rebuild of the R36 engine. 3.6 engine, sorry, don't take me wrong, but I need to be correct. So it's not R36, it's a 3.6 FSI from a Passat CC 2008. He also offered me the automatic gearbox, but I've been hydraulic clutch on the TDI, I've been hydraulic 5-speed on the VR6, and I was thinking go DRP, because when I bought that 24 valve, I got it with a DRP gearbox, which I tried to read as much as I could on the Google and everywhere, and everybody says DRP gearbox is the best gearbox ever to use for 6-speed petrol engines. If you go naturally aspirated, and you can play with the 5th and 6th speed and all these things is still in mind. I don't know if I'll do it or no. I mean, all these 30 years old cars are not really structurally made for like too much power. Like, I'm not gonna think about a turbo it, because I'm not bothered about doing 500, 600, 1000 horsepower. I'm not really bothered. It's an old car. I really need to have it presentate itself alright. It must be drivable for me, and I really don't want to damage it by racing it or something. I'm not saying I'm not putting a gas pedal down, but it must be nice. It must be nice, and I need to be happy with it. And yeah, you can leave your comment what you think about it. And one thing I forgot on the end of the day, during the R36 coming in my head, one friend, he's a guy on a Facebook which posted Flash Red Mark III with a VR6 and with a 4Motion, like with a synchro. And I started to Google it if it's possible to do it, and I know everybody's saying everything is possible, but it's a money pit, to be fair. And then I decided to go that way, of course, because we are millionaires in the UK. I've got nothing else to do with money, just throw it in a car, no problem. Millions and millions pounds. Yeah, so decided to go on the German eBay, Latvian eBay, and all these European guys, literally Germans, they are very crazy. They are very, very fair guys. I got contact for one who's selling us stuff in the Mark III, Mark IVs, like a rare parts for Ventos, for everything. I bought a front Riga splitter of him for my Vento as well, and fit bang on. I'm very happy with him, and big thanks to him because he helped me out. I'm not speaking German that much, but he speaks fluently English, even better than me, and he just helped me out to contact the guys in Germany, and literally old people in Germany who's selling the bit for synchros in German eBay, and they wasn't able to post it to UK, so he sorted out to myself. He just helped me out. He just said he bought it for me, he delivered to his house, and he just sent it to UK. So very big thank to Eric Miller from Germany. He's a good lad, and I hope I'm gonna use him for future. I mean, he's been very helpful. I mean, I never heard people around the Facebook pages will be that helpful, but many of us who I know for long ages, they just very helpful. Also the guys who's working here with me, they are very helpful, so we helping each other. That's all it matters. If you got good lads, always processing your car straight through. So yeah, I decided to go that German eBay, Googled everything, checked all I need, and I bought a synchro axle. And then another perfect thing, I just decided to go Haldex upgrade from Mark IV, because it's better than a synchro, and it's more comfy, and it's better, you know, you can do Haldex controller, custom one from Europe again. I'm guessing no one ever seen it in UK. I'm gonna do it. That's another guy from Slovakia who's helped me with it. He's a very good lad, helpful lad, and I'll process it as the next videos. I'll try to do one of a video with each of them. I'll show you them cars as well if you'll be interested. But yeah, stay with that one. So on the end of the day, Vento, synchro with a rear Haldex diff, an R36 with a 6-speed ERP gearbox, 5/100, stock VR6 front, stock VR6 rear subframe with the trailing arms and everything. AP coilovers, not sure about wheels now, but other thing, 6-spot Brembos on the front with a R32 334 discs, and 280 vented discs, and 4Motion brakes on the back. So 280 vented rears, 334 R32 front ones. He'll be very interested if I'll be able to finish it one day, but it's a long story, so I'm gonna say stay with us, watch our channel, and if you got any queries, questions, just give us a shout. We are here to help everybody, and yeah, I'll be happy for any advice, any help, anything. And also, if you got questions about standard things in Mark IIIs, just give us a shout. If we can help, we always try to help. So yeah, watch us and enjoy.